it up for Mustafa one more time. Keep those claps going for our next comedian. Give it up for Doug.
What's up, Cartersville? That was the most enthusiastic intro I ever got from the mediocre Bellini. It does kind of look like a magician someone would hire for their birthday if they didn't have much money. So, I am recently unemployed, and it's been great. I celebrated by putting some dorky stickers on my leg, and I even installed a bottle opener. Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I installed it upside down, so I have to do that. Yeah. It works though. I've tried it out lots of times. It works pretty much every time. So there's a lot of terms we have in the United States for losing your job. That's a metaphor in itself. Like, I sit it downward. Oh, I don't know what happened. Getting fired, that's like the most colloquial, like, any last words, sir? Oh yeah, would you like for a cigarette? You got it. Fire! It's not what I meant. Getting let go is the most euphemistic. It's like, hey man, good news. We're letting you go to find your passion and apply yourself to unemployment. Laid off, that's a good one. It's more direct. It's like, hey, remember when you had a job and sometimes you get laid? Well, now you're gonna be jerking off. Good luck with that. Terminated though, that's the one my ex-boss used. And it's like, whoa, Schwarzenegger, I almost terminate you. Like, not to back a bit. Don't have to bring Skynet into this. I basically worked for the Skynet of healthcare, but not anymore. I'm free to pursue comedy and apply myself to disability. We moved here 4 years ago from Bolivia. Not the county in North Carolina. I always make that specification in case. Did you guys know there's a Bolivia county in North Carolina? Most people don't. And here's why. When they were still a colony, they received some shipping crates, and they're like, "What's that, Erwin?" Erwin's like, "I don't know." Well, open it up. What does it say? It says here, it's from Bolivia. Well, what's inside it? Y'all, Bolivia's cool. Henceforth, the county was named Bolivia, and white people cookouts have never been the same. Because it was quinoa. There's quinoa in there. What were you guys thinking? So we moved here. Bolivia is a third world country in South America, and we were afraid it would be expensive and everything would cost us, an arm and a leg. But it's all right, because it only costs about half that much, and we're getting by okay. Until recently, when I decided to go full-time comedy. When we moved to this country, we had to go to the Department of Public Health, and they gave all our kids vaccines, and they said to me, Mr. Williams, did you know you have tuberculosis? Like, what? That's a silly thing to say to someone who's like, Mr. Williams, would you like to do the treatment? It's optional. In my head, I'm like, TV or not TV? I'm gonna go not TV. So they followed up with the question, well, Mr. Williams, do you know when you were exposed to tuberculosis? And I was like, well, obviously it was before my accident, otherwise I would have got one tuberculosis. I'm a dad. So I have 4 kids. I know. Oh, shut down the factory, buy a TV. What are you, Catholic? I don't know. Maybe. So parenting, I realized, is terrible for comedy. Why? Because anything you accidentally do that's at all goofy or fun, they laugh really hard, which is horrible feedback. So you're like, crossing your eyes, like, oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna be a comic. And then immediately you have to repeat it 100 times. So after being fun, you're like, oh, I've got to be as boring as possible. I've listened to myself in some parenting videos, and I realize I sound like a lackluster prostitute in the background. Like, Okay, who's a big boy? Yeah. All right. Are we done? Okay, couple more. Yeah, all right. That's good. It's sleepy time. All right, that's all my time. Is that a tight thought that I do better here? All right.
That's a brave man. Give it up for Doug.